Welcome to Motivational Success Stories. Picture this: a messy, cold garage in Seattle, boxes piled to the ceiling, makeshift desks made out of wooden doors. This isn't the set of a Hollywood drama. It's where one of the world's greatest business revolutions began. The story of Amazon, the story of Jeff Bezos. Let me begin with a question for you. What would you do if you had to choose between a safe job and a wild, crazy idea that no one really believes? Jeff Bezos chose crazy. Part 1. Thinking big even as a kid. Born in 1964 in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jeff Bezos was never just an ordinary boy. As a child, he once dismantled his crib so he could escape. He liked solving problems from the very start. Jeff's family moved from Houston to Miami. Along the way, his curiosity exploded. He loved science, technology, and building things from scratch. Have you ever done something quirky as a kid that later became a pillar for your own success? Jeff was drawn to big world problems. He once said, "One of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out." Part 2. The comfortable path, the crossroads, and the leap of faith. Jeff went to Princeton, studied electrical engineering and computer science, graduated with top degrees, and landed a well-paying job on Wall Street. He quickly rose through the ranks at several prominent investment firms. But in 1994, Jeff read a forecast saying the internet was about to explode, growing by 2,300% per year. He couldn't ignore the thought. He called his decision-making method the regret minimization framework. "I knew that when I'm 80, I would never regret trying this, but I might regret not trying." So, Jeff left his safe job, loaded everything with his wife into their car, and drove across the country to Seattle, working out his business plan on the way. How far would you go for an idea, even if everyone around you thinks you're out of your mind? Part 3. The Garage, birthing a dream from scratch, Seattle. Rental house, garage as ground zero. The office was a rough wooden desk, an old computer, and wavering internet connection. Seattle rain pounded outside, but inside the garage, Jeff's passion grew stronger. Jeff chose to sell books, easily shipped, huge selection, a universal need. Here's a question to reflect on. If you were to start from zero today, what product would you choose, and why? Jeff and his tiny team set out to index over 1 million book titles, a feat nobody even imagined possible in 1994. His wild idea: to build the place where you could buy every book ever printed, not just the best sellers local stores carried. Part 4. Working to the bone, the 3-person dream team. Amazon started with Jeff and 2 engineers, Shel Kafan and Paul Davis. They worked 100 hours a week with Jeff as CEO, warehouse guy, customer service rep, and janitor all at once. Each order was manually packed in the garage, shipped out by hand, labels applied one by one, and the team even built an alert bell that rang every time a new customer order came in. Example: when the first customer, someone totally unrelated, bought a book, Jeff celebrated like he'd won the lottery. "Somebody outside our friends and family just bought a book. This is real." This turning point shows that for every startup, the biggest leap isn't your skills. It's the first belief someone else has in you. Who was that stranger who first believed in you, and how did that change your life? Part 5. The mantra: work hard, have fun, make history. The cramped garage was tough, but Jeff kept the spirit high, putting a sign on the wall: work hard, have fun, make history. He pushed a culture of fearless experimentation. If you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. Within months, Amazon's revenue grew faster than anyone imagined. Jeff refused distractions. Amazon's website was clean, laser-focused on customer experience. It was revolutionary compared to the early web. Part 6. The customer-obsessed way. What really set Amazon apart? Jeff's obsession with customers, above all else, even his competitors. He often disguised himself as a customer, called Amazon support, tested every part of the user experience. Once, when a customer was overcharged, Jeff personally processed the refund and wrote a direct apology. We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. Early customers felt this respect, and word of mouth took decades to build. Amazon grew from trust. Personal view. Many startups fail because they build things for themselves, not for their customers. Jeff's relentless customer obsession is what created Amazon's durability. Part 7. The culture of accepting failure and learning fast. Jeff was a fan of fail fast, learn faster. Amazon rapidly moved into new markets: music, electronics, toys, and more. Jeff would ask his staff, even interns, "What are we not doing well? What would you change if you were in my seat?" Many ventures bombed. Amazon auctions, Fire Phone. But Jeff encouraged failing forward, not being afraid to experiment again and again. Part 8. Perseverance and the long game. Amazon went public in 1997, just 3 years after launching, with the motto, "Get big fast." But Jeff demanded long-term thinking. His first letter to shareholders warned, "We will continue to make investment decisions in light of long-term market leadership considerations." When the dot-com bubble burst in 2000, Amazon survived while thousands of other companies crumbled because Bezos focused on trust, customer care, and building solid infrastructure. Reflection. Real success requires a long view. Have you ever been tempted to chase quick wins instead of building something that truly lasts? Part 9. From books to everything, the never-ending reinvention. Once books took off, Amazon moved fast, selling everything from electronics to fashion and groceries. Amazon Prime, introducing free 2-day shipping, changed shopping in America forever. Jeff championed innovation. Automated warehouses filled with robots and AI, the Kindle e-reader, Amazon Web Services, AWS cloud platform, streaming music and movies. Example, AWS was initially doubted, even ridiculed. Today, it's Amazon's most profitable segment, driving the rest of the company. Question: could it be that your craziest idea is the one that one day will change your life? Part 10. Think bigger, do more. Bezos' wisdom. A favorite Bezos quote: "Your margin is my opportunity." AWS rewrote the rule books for business infrastructure. Kindle put entire libraries in our pockets. Prime redefined what it meant to serve the customer. Bezos kept asking, "What's dangerous is not to evolve." Personal note: in America, the willingness to reinvent yourself and your company is what sets legends apart. Bezos is a symbol of this spirit. Part 11. Setbacks, criticism, and scaling up. Amazon has faced criticism around tough workplace culture and its impact on retail. Bezos owns those flaws, learns from them, and pushes Amazon to improve. He has even launched the space company Blue Origin with the vision, "Build a road to space so our children can build the future." Part 12. Lessons for us all. Reflect on this. Bezos wasn't born with privilege. He was driven by curiosity, resilience, and an insatiable hunger to solve big problems. Core secrets: dreaming big from a young age, being unafraid to look crazy, embracing failure as part of the journey, relentless customer focus, passion for non-stop innovation. My takeaway: when I think of wild ideas, I think of Amazon. Sometimes the ideas everyone doubts are the very ones that create your legacy. Part 13. Inspiration. It's your turn. If Jeff hadn't dared to chase his dream in that tiny garage in 1994, would we have Amazon in our lives today? What will you regret? Never trying or failing once and getting to learn from it. If you don't understand the details of your business, you are going to fail. Jeff Bezos' Amazon story isn't just about wealth. It's about grit, vision, and refusing to accept life as it is. If this story inspired you, like and subscribe to Motivational Success Stories. Leave a comment sharing what you want to build or what you'll start today. Who knows? One day your story could be the next great inspiration we feature here. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next motivational success story.